EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up 1st and goal. What a change and what a twist.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now here's Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell on.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive. The Bears, not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? Now the defense loses him. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Cortland Sutton, 79 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Go. 20. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Cut. 58.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over first.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nelson on the tackle.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky, he completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, 1st and 10. Trubisky going to try and run. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this 1st quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
On the keeper.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that long, D. Let's get that.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They go play action with Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 14, Steelers 7.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Chris Boswell.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This is Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
6-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we do?
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
By the Bears.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender won't.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To try again after the sack, Trubisky, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Bears 24, Steelers 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Deontay Johnson, incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Wentz. Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. Starting the drive with Snell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
The 20-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Anthony Miller.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And inches at the 13-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trubisky. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
To Cole Kmet.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been changes. Well, those changes are...
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Punt formation.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cohen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made by...
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
19 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
On the tackle.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Down Bears.
First down, a run with Cohen. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bears 45. Steelers 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Now he's forced out, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
45. Mike, 40. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24.
Good. Makes the score Bears 45, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in control. Here's a start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wins to throw again. Forced out to his left. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.